I'm curious about sort of logistics of Scouting Week, like kind of starting off, which I'm sure you guys will probably be needing to discuss anyway. Um, yeah, and kind of what happens during Scouting Week, and then the like. I've watched the HBO docuseries, but if you have time to just run through sort of day of competition, I got kind of a sense for the craziness. But yeah, kind of what that looks like too would be my initial questions.
Generally, like just broadly speaking, our day starts in Wallkill, which is like on the border of New York and New Jersey, all the way up north. And then we more or less do a big loop in the north half of New Jersey and then go south. Um, we put on somewhere between, like, I would say it's like about 450 miles of driving on Saturday. And I don't know, that's like something like 6 or 8 hours. It's probably like 8 hours in the car. So just to kind of give you an idea of what that's like. Um, we move fast in the car and out of the car, so you are welcome to follow us as best you can. But like the HBO guys actually were like, they had a hard time keeping up with us because Rob is pushing the limits of what's legal sometimes on the road. And we, when we need to, we'll actually jog and run in places to save time where there's nothing to see. And then, so then basically it's just all day. We just drive, go, bird. Some places we go to for 5 minutes. Some places we go to for an hour.
Gotcha. Okay. Is your schedule kind of mapped out beforehand, or is it a little bit impromptu?
It will be as mapped out as it can be on Friday, like Friday night. Like that's part of what this meeting is for, is to try to map it out. And then we have a schedule and we try to follow it, but there's always something, right? So probably 15 hours are probably pretty close to schedule, and then it could start to break down a little bit at the end of the day.
Before we get into it, I would say that this year has been our most thorough scouting. We got out scouted last year, and so this year we really stepped up. I'd say by the time we get to Friday, at least one of us has scouted somewhere each day this week.
Okay.
That's different from last year, so I just want to throw that out there.
So anyway, so Rob was in Cape May today. Anything besides what you put in the group text that we need to know?
For the most part, that was it. There's at least 3 individuals there so far as the redheaded goes. It's that unnamed road, which is the 297 or whatever it was, right off of Delsey. It's an actual address, which just leads to an unnamed road. It should be there. There's really not much there there's a bajillion osprey. There was like nesting bluebirds, indigo bunting, but like nothing that we should be not picking up elsewhere.
Yeah, right. That's fine. What was the deal with the beach? You said only the one place. Like, what did it look like?
I mean, there has to be somewhere between 75 to like 50,000 laughing gulls, and that's it. It's just that. Bajillion horseshoe crabs, bunch of laughing gulls. So that was from there all the way down to Cooks. When I got to Kimball, then you could actually see out, and that was and that's basically Cape May National Wildlife Refuge headquarters road or whatever. It's basically the end of that road. As soon as you get there, it's all unimproved, heading south, and you at least there's still tons of laughing gulls, but that was the only thing I saw shorebirds at.
Yeah, check that out, because that's like we basically need to decide which of those beaches we're going to, and if that's the case, that we need to go to one specific spot. Like, we need to know where that's going to be.
I'm gonna try and head down again. I have to. I mean, there's still other stuff to do there.
We don't have any eyes on the Meadowlands yet, so maybe I should go down there and look for ducks.
That's not that it's anything new for World Series, but that's my huge concern. I saw mallards and ruddies, and that was it.
And you had nothing at Digman's either.
Nothing. Digman's had nothing all week. I went there. I saw absolutely nothing.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason to go there.
All right. That's going to be tough. I think we're going to be short on ducks this year.
Do you guys have any of the northerly stuff still hanging around. Juncos and white-throated.
I saw one junco at the gas line cut in Ridge, and I was on eBird today and saw one other report of one junco, and it was the same as mine. Single by itself, no sound. So I'm assuming that by the time we get to Saturday, they're probably gone.
We've had dozens of white-throated sparrows all week in like the Sussex area, so hopefully there'll be at least one.
Snipe, woodcock, barred owl, king rail. Where are we getting those?
Woodcock, I had 7 at Owen Station Road, 4 at the parking lot, and 3 all the way by the New York border. I had Sora at the New York border.
Virginia at all?
No. I had 2 pied-billed grebes, 2 gallinules.
Where are we going for barred?
I had a bard at Roy, but there was nothing else there, and I did not check Kelly Road yet. Oh no, I'm sorry, I had 2 bard. I had one at the state line and Liberty Loop. I only had 2 though.
Yeah, because they're a shoe-in minus 1 year at Great Swamp, so I just want to make sure that's covered.
All right, so let's try to figure out the tangible things that we have to sort out, so we can maybe go to bed at some point tonight. All right, I'm going to the Meadowlands tomorrow. Rob, you're going. You know what you're doing. I'm not worried about that. Andrew, you say you're going out tomorrow or no?
Yeah, I might as well. I mean, I'm probably getting up anyway with my new sleep schedule, but yeah, I'll be at Halifax Road in the morning. I'm gonna take a quick stop at Garrett and see if it's worthwhile at all, and then probably head on to the Meadowlands from there and just triple check that our monk parakeet spot is still going.
That's a good idea. So I definitely am gonna go to the court, and I'll see what else is going on. I have a lot of other things like for this to get ready. Like I gotta actually get this thing, the route, into a format that I can print and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do some of my homework that's not in the field tomorrow also. What else was I going to say? So at some point, like when you're going to court, text me or something. Maybe we'll be there at the same time. I'm going to try to go like in the 9-10 o'clock range because that's when we should be there. So I want to kind of get a look at the tides. Is that everything we need to do now?
I think so. Yeah. We covered everything we need to do for the next few days.
Okay. 9 o'clock at my house. Is that the plan on Friday?
Sounds reasonable.
All right. I think I need to go to bed because I got this 24-hour bird competition in 2 days I got to do.
Same.
I have been guiding all week and running on very little sleep. I am exhausted.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, thank you so much for letting me join for this meeting. I feel like I've learned so much in the past, just hour and a half about what goes into this competition that HBO could have ever taught me. So thank you.
All right. Go to sleep.
Yes. I will talk to you all soon.
Twice. I'm exhausted.
Birds.
Good night, all.
Thank you.
Birds.
Good night.